Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your boy at Freak. We haven't done a Trap House Booming interview in a minute, but this is how we gonna end the year off. You know what I'm saying? We are here. We downtown?
Medical Center, Houston, Texas.
Okay, Medical Center, Houston, Texas, man. You already know what time it is, man. We are here with
The Vibe Specialist.
the Vibe Specialist, for sure, for sure. It's nice to meet you, man.
No, for sure.
Most
Pleasure,
definitely,
pleasure,
man.
pleasure
We never
being
had
here.
a chance to actually just talk, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But, man, I just admire everything that you do. Appreciate you for your time. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a very busy person, so this is very appreciated. What's your name?
So my real government name is Gabriel. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people really don't know my name in Houston at all. So, but most people call me Gabe. Created the persona, the Vibe Specialist. But Gabe is what everybody is where I'm from. Call me and things of that nature.
You try to stay anonymous out here?
Yeah, bro. Like personal life should be personal, business should be business. So I try to watch other successful people, and I notice they keep their personal, and their business. So yeah.
Okay, most definitely. Why the name The Vibe Specialist? Is that like a group thing, or that's just your name?
Yeah, that was something I had to come up with when I moved here in the nightlife or whatever, and I really loved the guy who was like the lifestyle specialist, and he's a guy in Atlanta. I just lost train of thought, can't think of his name, but he was huge in the space of like curating Atlanta's nightlife culture. So I watched his thing. I studied him, and I was like, man, I can't steal what he got, but.
Right.
The thing that's cool right now is a vibe. Everybody wants to vibe. Everybody wants to have this certain vibe. Everybody is a vibe or want a vibe. So, what better way to, be the vibe specialist and specialize in, curating these vibes and stuff like that. So that's where the name came from.
Okay, most definitely. It's very innovative and creative for sure. And it gives that ring to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I heard later on. I didn't even know I was doing that type of shit.
Where you from?
Chicago, man. Chicago,
Chi-town
Illinois,
in the
man.
building.
South Side, everybody know, man. From 63rd all the way to 79th in Ashland. If anybody from Chicago know, yeah, South Side for sure.
We definitely know the number 63rd. I know that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's real.
And how old are you?
So I'm 26 years old, man.
For real?
Yeah, 26. A lot of people think I'm older. It's crazy, but I'm really 26, man.
Dog, you just shocked the fuck out of me right now, dog. I'm finna be 29. I'm like, this nigga older than me. I'm looking at you like, oh, that's crazy, bruh.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, young and getting it out here for sure, bruh. What made you move to Houston?
So many people don't also know. You told that. many people don't know. I used to hoop. So I used to hoop at University of Houston. So I played ball there for a year, and that would introduce me to Houston. I'd never been to Houston before. I played ball here or whatever. So that was just eye opening. The city, the environment. I went away. I went to Buffalo, New York. I finished my college basketball career there, and I always knew I'd find my way back. Like I knew it. Like I knew I was going to have to live in Houston just from the 1 year I lived here and played basketball. So it was like I always had my eye on coming back.
I see why you went to the sports thing now.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know, man. We're going to tell them a lot. A lot of people going to figure it out. I be doing it, and they don't really understand how it go down.
So U of H is the only school you play for?
So I went to junior college. I played ball at junior college for 2 years in Missouri. And then I was able to get a college scholarship to go to University of Houston for a year. I stayed there. Really didn't feel like it was a basketball fit. I was still chasing the NBA dream or whatever, so I had an opportunity to go to University of Buffalo in New York, up there by like Canada, Toronto. And that's where I did my last year, but then the COVID happened, pandemic happened, and that just uprooted everything as far as basketball-wise. I didn't get to finish my season, so I had to, improvise, had to figure out what was next for me in life, and that's how that ended up going down.
Okay. Man, that's cool. That's a cool. Tell me about your childhood. How was your upbringing?
So for me, it was unique, man. Like I think that's what makes me so hungry and so hardworking right now, is because, I wasn't able to, grow with my real mother or grow with my, my siblings or anything of that nature. So I was adopted. So that gave me a chip the whole time, like knowing that like I had to make my life purposeful. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through stuff like that at a young age, and the people who adopted me always told me I was adopted, so it wasn't like I just woke up one morning and, hey, we not your mama, I'm not your daddy, and it wasn't that. But they gave me so much love and nurturing because it was a Christian adoption. So my parents that raised me were Christians. They went to church, basketball and all these different things. So it was a different complex because these not your parents, but you feel so much love and you have this void of wanting to know that too. So
right.
It was just always wanting to understand and know and just be the best version of yourself. It's a weird, but anybody who's been adopted can understand. Like it's a weird space. It can go left or right. I think it went right for me though. Like I definitely used some of that energy to channel it the right way and not, do a lot of different things I could have did.
Damn, you got a story, bruh. Real shit. Real shit. You got a story, man. Do you have a website or social media that people can come and follow you on?
Yeah. So the Vibe Specialist is my IG. We're creating a festival coming soon, so that's gonna be my main venture coming up soon. So that's gonna be a website. We're gonna do merch. We're gonna do a lot of different things with that. That's something that we keep it under wraps, but it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge for the culture, huge for our black people, and just huge for Houston, Texas as well. So stay tuned to that for sure. That website with that release drop, it's gonna be crazy, crazy.
I bet it is.
Nah, for real. That's the one you're gonna be like, what? Like that's the one I'm really like working on every day.
So you being in sports, would you ever go back to Chicago, or you like, man, I love Houston, I'm staying out here?
Nah, this is where I really want to like raise my kids, start a family type deal. Like Chicago is who I am. Like, but my mom is still there, my brother is still there. Like, so I still got family there. But I'm trying to get them out of there too. So it's like Chicago's a place where like you grow, and it makes you so strong and so mental tough. So it's like, man, why go back to that? I don't really need those lessons and those trials and tribulations anymore. It's time to go through other things, which I still go through things here in Houston. But it's a different type of trials and tribulations. So.
I heard it's a big, beautiful city as well.
Oh, no, that's the thing. People want to always, stigmatize the city as this violent city, and it's not really like that. It's really like a dope city, especially in the summertime, man.
Right. It's just like anywhere else. If you go to the hood, you go find some hood
exactly.
shit,
It's just a big dumb hood in Chicago, and it's gentrified as heck.
So I see that you are in sports management.
Yeah.
A private group.
Yeah. So I mean, that was one of my partners that I was working with. That was his thing. So he introduced me into like the private. He does like finance banking and stuff like that with like finance companies. So he had access to a lot of like high level NBA guys, NFL guys, and me being a former player and then merging with nightlife, it just worked well for what I was doing as far as day-to-day with different athletes, especially when, the basketball is over, they're not in the game or they're not practicing as far as, like, anything day-to-day as far as with athletes. That's something that I, particularly, deal with because I was an athlete, you know what I'm saying? So being an athlete, I understand what that looks like and time management and different things of that nature and just how they should move from leaving the gym to anytime they leave outside and they're in the public eye, especially we talking about multimillionaires,
right.
It's a certain way they should move, and that's something that I have a little bit of awareness about.
It's crazy how much goes into just one person. Like one person could hold a whole community for real. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like how you just said, the way a certain person got to move. I'm sure he got to have security. I'm sure somebody got, you got special players that cook their food.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
Therapy, all of that type of stuff. Was that your goal when you was playing?
Nah, like I always was a leader though. Like everywhere I went, I always was the guy to like, yo, okay, what we doing after the game? And I noticed it, and I was like, man, I'm playing, but I'm knowing that it's not going to be like maybe the NBA, but it's always going to be involved with sports and basketball just because I'm such a guy that's like, want to move the right way. Growing up in Chicago, you got to know how to move. Like, you got to know how to carry yourself or you're not going to survive. I lost a lot of friends and went through a lot of different things. So when you go through stuff like that, you learn how to, like, move and maneuver and stuff like that. So that's where that came from. I think I just fell into that role of being that type of guy type shit.
Okay. So you are a part of a hospitality group?
Yeah. Well, I don't really want to talk about that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a touchy topic right now. I don't want to say too much. But yeah, that's where I was introduced. I was introduced to the city with A Life Hospitality Group, and those are my brothers. I was blessed to have a great mentor, who started A Life Hospitality.
Right.
So that's we gonna run that back. We gonna see how that story is later.
Okay, most definitely. But even if we don't touch on that specific topic, you still doing the outside partying and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Okay. So I got my own night now with James Harden's Club. I got the basement under just the Vibe Specialist, not attaching any hospitality group to it. That's what I'm doing now.
Vibe Specialist.
Yeah.
So that's the main.
Yeah. So I partner with a young lady named Molo. So she has a group called Selective Group. That's her hospitality group.
Yeah.
And we've been able to come up with like pretty much a Saturday night at James Harden's Club called The Basement. If you're in Houston, Texas, and you want a great vibe, Houston, The Basement is an amazing venture. And also they have a restaurant too, 13 restaurant. It's in Midtown. So.
Yeah, shout out to her, Book by Bolo, and this is the reason why I'm saying this. When in 2013, I had went to a studio, and I had my camera. I was in the studio part. She was in the photography part. She had these girls.
Welcome to Death Row.
Y'all niggas already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Freak. Thank you for tuning in to Trap House Booming 24/7. And you see what's going on, man. Mo Gutter from head to toe. You feel what I'm saying? We got the hats right here. We got the hoodies. We got the track pants. You feel what I'm saying? We got them on display. We got all type of flavors for you. You can get that at mogutter.com. The link and descriptions are on below. mogutter.com. MOGUDAH. You did. Girls with her. And like I said, this was 2013.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's 10 years ago.
I was in high school.
And she was like, and I brought my camera to the other room, not really trying to film nobody, but just trying to get in there and just see what's going on.
Yeah.
She was like, "You got some money? You got some money?" She was like, "Nah, you can't come in here and bring that in there." And like just seeing her now, it's like amazing. Like, damn, she stood on business for sure.
Yeah.
And just the way she carries herself. I mean, you will never know anybody who they are just through social media, but just the way, just the look.
You can know, and that's one thing I tell people about our generation. You can tell the ones that's on their way to moving and maneuvering. Like, I study successful people. Like, you can see it 10 years in advance just by how somebody carry themselves, the lane they put themselves in, and then their work ethic. Like, you can get around because some people just got it. Like, some people just understand and figure out and like headstrong on just getting to it. So it's like that. Knowing Molo, knowing her now, I just can only imagine like how hungry she was then. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she's still hungry. She's still super dope. So like, yeah, that's something that doesn't shock me.
I got the clip on YouTube and everything. I never deleted.
2013 is crazy, Molo. You going crazy in the studio, kicking niggas out the studio is crazy. That's crazy.
That's a fact. What inspired you to be a part of this business? Because because I know you just got my mind stuck on sports.
Right. Now that's the niche, though.
From sports,
that's the
to
niche.
Hospitality, right?
Yeah, that's the niche.
So what got you into hospitality?
Pretty much, man. I always been like. So I'm glad you touched on that topic, man. Because hospitality is something that we in my industry have really went the other way from. Like I grew up in a business where if you have a club or have a party or have a gathering, there's a level of hospitality that is served to the people. And I don't think we're doing that right now in Houston. Houston is a hub for partying, a hub for clubs, and it's a money grab. A lot of people aren't really being hospitable as far as like when someone walks to that door, how you doing? How can I serve you today? That's what hospitality is how I can serve an individual. And that's something I have just a earning just to do. Like, I love making sure I can bring joy and excitement and happiness to a person. And in nightlife, what better moment do you have when you're in a party environment, smiling with your friends or your loved ones?
Facts.
And you got, of course, we have liquor involved and stuff like that. It just makes it just a moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we don't have. Is like, especially as black people, man, we go through so much everyday stuff. And people might say, bro, you party too much. Like, bro, you have to have a moment to just take a step back and enjoy. Yeah. And if I can help with that and I can facilitate with that, man, that right there is what I fell in love with. I fell in love with being able to help people bring their ideas to life and bring those happy moments to people, man, because I know how hard life is, man. I lived a tough life.
It's crazy that you just said that because I'm 29. I'll be 29 in like 3 days. Mm-hmm. I don't have no kids.
Happy early birthday.
Nah, I appreciate it. I just broke up with my girl.
He outside.
It's not even like.
No, you focus now. It's a different level of focus. Now. Like, and that's crazy to say that because, like, when you with a girl, you should think it should make you more focused. But I don't want to talk about that. But like, as a man, like when you're able to wake up every day on your own, like dime and own tune, and you can be your true self. Because as a man, we can't be that sometimes. Like, we can't
for real.
Be vulnerable like that because we have to be the guy who stands in front of the fire when the fire is blazing.
Right.
And sometimes that shit hard. You know? So
definitely.
You able to step back and now just really figure it out in slow mo. It's gonna get a lot easier. And then you can reinvent. Hopefully you can get back into that day shit. But
that's a fact.
It's interesting.
Everything you said is a fact. I lost my girl because of this nightlife.
Don't get me started. I know how tough it is.
She wasn't with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met her. We both met each other. I just came out of being locked up or whatever. Charges didn't stick or nothing like that, but I was just down bad.
Right.
And she was in her mama's crib, and she met me when I was down bad. That's what
Right.
I much appreciate about her the most.
That's
you know
what
I'm
kept
saying?
you there.
Yep. And
That's how they do
and
it.
we just grew.
Yeah.
And until we got our own place together and
Right.
everything. And it's the most beautiful experience, man, to just have that
Nah, for sure.
girl by your side type stuff. Because she did everything. She robbed with me and everything.
But that right there, not to cut you off, is where we get lost in the sauce. I feel like we yearn for the idea of someone to be able to be with us through that process because we know we want that.
Right.
Especially guys who know we're going to be successful. That's not the question. The question is, are we going to be successful? The question is, who's going to be around when we become successful? Mm-hmm. And the people, we want to see people with us through that journey. And I just think sometimes we get lost in the fact that, like, man, just being it by ourselves. Like, and whatever God has for us and whoever God is going to have in our life is going to be there. Like, nobody's – I changed so many careers. I could have been doing what I'm doing, but I stopped it a lot of times for the thought of, like, a woman. So, I don't know. I just feel like this part right here, this part that we're trying to, like, really identify what we're going to be and where we're going to be, it's not too many people that's going to understand that grind and that 4 a.m. call, that late night call, them early mornings, and it's just, it's no hard feelings, but it take work, bro.
So would you say stay single, do your thing, and get to where you need to get to? Because what if a young lady, like, I was just talking, I do a lot of networking at a lot of clubs, and when I was talking to this one girl, she was like, you ready to get some money? You want to make some money? She was talking about business.
Yeah.
Like, would you consider that type of relationship somebody that's just as business savvy as you?
Right.
Or is it just strictly just stay to yourself, bro, make sure you accomplish your goals, and then later on in life, like you said, that could just happen if it happens?
I mean, I personally, it's tricky because I don't want to go into business with my significant other. Like, I know people say, like, yo, I want my significant other to be my business partner. And it's like, for me, it's like, I want to be able to go to a place where it has nothing to do with business. And that's what I think my lady's for. Like, I think that place where, hey, I'm at work all day, I'm grinding. I don't have to talk about that. I don't have to be in that space. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be a level of understanding of my space, because if you don't, and that's the thing with, like, it's a 50-50, like, dang, you want somebody that understands the grind out. Because if she doesn't understand the grind, she's going to not know how hard it was for you today. So she's not going to have that level of empathy, that level of, just level of understanding that you need as an entrepreneur for sure, coming home after the world just might have tore you down. And it's like, she thinking like, man, what are we doing today? Maybe I just want to sit down and just decompress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a definite level of understanding that has to happen. But business partner, because if something go wrong, then I done seen a lot of people lose their businesses because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because their relationship don't work, and now they trying to figure out who owns what part of the business. And I don't want to go through that.
That makes a lot of sense right there. You have kids?
I don't, man. Thank God.
You say thank God? For real.
Grinding, bro. We grinding right now. Like, I want kids, but that shit gotta wait.
Nah, that's a big fact. What would you say this business is? Is it easy or hard or moderate to be a part of this business? Because I seen your post on Instagram. You basically was just letting motherfuckers know, like, y'all think what y'all see on Instagram is just glitz and glamour, but it's work that goes into this.
Nah, it's definitely work, man. Like, it's a lot of moving parts in this nightlife industry. Like, you gotta always be a couple steps ahead. You gotta always, like, just think about it. Like, I'm working in an industry where the club doesn't end till 2, right? And then if you go to an after hour, that doesn't end till 4 or 5.
6.
If you gotta get your money out the night, you there till 7, 8 in the morning. And then you got to get up the next day because it's another event that you probably got to promote for, or another thing you got to curate. So it's really the graveyard shift. I talked to my pops about it. He was like, man, this is why people die early. Like, those type of hours to be up, operating, moving at the pace that we moving at for a long time, like that, that is when people, that mentally, physically, spiritually, you're going to go through turmoil. So it has to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely hard. But for me, sometimes this should get easy. I ain't going to lie. I do get easy. Like, when you in the grind, you in the mode, I be putting together some, like, I just did that. And it'd be like, people be probably like, bro, that was crazy. It really wasn't hard. Like, it really wasn't that hard to put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, most definitely. I enjoy this shit. I enjoy being outside. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoy that shit, bro.
I wouldn't want to do nothing else. I ain't gonna lie. I had a moment where I had a decision to be like, man, do I want to do this again or do I want to go that? And it's like, I was like, man, nah, like I really couldn't see myself like doing nothing else right now. Like the freedom of being able to move and do what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's different. Bro.
Priceless.
Yeah, and the
That shit
money
is
is
priceless.
different too. Like it's like you could if you could really run it up if you handle your business for real.
Yep, I believe that.
For real.
Damn. I was just thinking about something, and it just slipped my mind. Is there a specific amount of capital you need to start this business?
Nothing. Zero.
Just got to get out and grind, right?
Yeah, you don't have to. That's the crazy. I've never even thought about that. But like, this is one job you don't really need no bread. Period. Like, even throughout the job, you don't really need no bread. You don't have to really have to. At this age and stage we're at, you don't even have to spend your own money. It's really just about getting up and going to get it for real.
What are some of the downsides and behind the scenes that people don't see in this business?
I mean, the liquor, bro, the lifestyle is crazy.
Glad you said it again.
Welcome to Death Row.
Y'all niggas already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Freak. Thank you for tuning in to Trap House Booming 24/7. And you see what's going on, man. Mo Gutter from head to toe. You feel what I'm saying? We got the hats right here. We got the hoodies. We got the track pants. You feel what I'm saying? We got them on display. We got all type of flavors for you. You can get that at mogutter.com. The link and descriptions are on below. mogutter.com. MOGUDAH. You did. Came back in my mind, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
the liquor is crazy. Like, just the food you eating, the time you eating, it's not healthy. You got to be so disciplined to fight that because now you got to, like, even a regular person that works a 9 to 5 still got to find time. Like, but now you got to find time with sleep, rest, you know, eating the right foods, you know, not drinking as much when everybody wants to say, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot.
Right.
You know, so you making everybody happy. They want you to turn up with them. So that's probably the toughest part that I think for me right now is just that balancing that lifestyle of, like, being headstrong on health and life and wealth and stuff like that. It's a weird mix.
I'm very big on that, and that's what I was about to say, and I was going to ask you that as well, being that you were an athlete or still are, you know what I'm saying? I be in the gym. I've been skipping gym and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, just trying to figure stuff out. But for the most part, I eat healthy.
Right.
I drink my water.
Right.
I don't drink a lot of liquor. In the summertime, I was going ham, but
going crazy?
I cooled down, you know what I'm saying, got back in the gym.
Right.
I don't really drink like that. I've been smoking a lot lately, but I'm about to cold turkey all of that shit.
Yeah, you finna
know
cut
what
it
I'm
out?
saying? Because health is wealth, you know what I'm
is,
saying?
bro.
It's the most important thing. And I just feel like just because you in the club, I don't necessarily got to drink. I don't got to do what everybody else doing.
Nah, you don't. You don't.
I really be focused on trying to network.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing the club is to me. It's a big networking pool. Like, a bunch of people spending money, which means a bunch of people making money.
Right.
And you want to be around people making money. So, but I mean, when you a promoter, like, man, that bottle get to flowing around, bro. Like, it's hard, bro. Like, it's like, yeah, you just having a good time, and,
Yeah.
or maybe you just had a bad night the night before. I've done 30 to 60 days not drinking though in the club. Like, I really don't think too many people could do 60 days of my lifestyle like every day. I was in the club almost 6 days a week.
Drinking.
No. I
Oh,
didn't
not
drink
drinking.
for
Oh.
60 straight days. Like, I'm talking about the homies' birthdays, huge events. We talking about Halloween, all type of. We talking about some big events where, like, you want to have a good time, and I just wasn't drinking just to be disciplined.
Are you
gotta
single?
go through that. Nah, I'm not single, man.
Okay.
I'm focused. I'm
I ain't
in
trying
a
to get
relationship.
you
Hold on, I'm gonna get you right.
All right.
I'm in a relationship with my mental health. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I think
okay.
people ain't really on that. Like, I'm in
Yeah.
a relationship with my mental health, just trying to figure out that space. That's it. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
my ex told me.
saying? She said she need to be in a relationship with herself. Yeah, that's cap. When they say that, that's cap. I ain't gonna lie, that's super cap. I ain't hearing that. But I'm gonna tell them that when a dude say it though, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta dissociate women's thoughts from men's thoughts. So they want to make it so like coincident. It's just not.
Oh, like it's the same thing.
It's
right?
not. It's not.
It's
though.
not at all.
No, they don't want to agree to that.
She says I'm a sexist.
Nah, you ain't. Nah, that's level of manipulation, man. They don't
It
want us
very
to.
is.
Yeah, they don't want us to know what we know, man. They want us to just be like the rest of these bozos.
What are some of the most amazing things that you have experienced being in this business?
How strong, you know, I think I am, man. That's what I would contest to the whole thing. Is like, man, like, a lot of this stuff we figured out, we didn't even know it was gonna happen. Like, I know I didn't. So it's just, you know, being headstrong. Like, I think I could do anything now. Like, some of the things I got coming in 2024 that I want to accomplish, I never even thought about it until I started to see myself accomplish other things, you know. And just that's the biggest one. I like really when you put your mind to something and you really care about something, I think you can go crazy. I think you can really go get it. Like you really got to care about it and you really got to like love it. You know what I'm saying? When you really care and love it, those two mixed, you know, I think you can do anything. That's what I appreciate about this last year. This last year was just about just really like accomplishing shit that I wrote down a year or two ago. I've been planning this for a minute. People don't know. Like my best friend know. Like I used to play a game, and then right after the game, I'd be looking at promoter and club videos while I'm a Division I basketball player. Like people thought I was crazy. Like for real. Like I know everything about this life and like the creative curating vibe. This is not an accident. Like this is just really the beginning for real. People really don't even have a clue for real how serious I am with this.
Just like you said, people be trying to run game on us, right? How old do you think a person is before it's like, nigga, what are you still doing at the club? Because I just seen Horseman in the club at the Hideout, and he looked like he was living his best life.
Yeah, but he got a bankroll. He got the Rolls Royce. He got the Bentley. He got the G. And not to say that's everything. Right. He got a house in Vegas. Like, Horseman, that's my dog. Like, it's just a matter of, like, man, like, why stop when the bread coming? You know what I'm saying? He trying to create a legacy. The thing people don't know about nightlife, and I'm gonna really give game real quick. There is no 401k. There is no insurance policy. There's no life insurance. There's no health care plan in this. So if you're choosing to do this, every dollar you make, once you're done at 60 or whenever you can't be in the club no more, like you just said at a certain age, you better have enough money to be able to pay your bills.
That's a fact.
Or help your kids, or pay for them to go to college. Like, it's real things that we still have to do. Like, people lose sight of this age that we're in right now where it's like, oh, we're party promoters. It looks so lit. But in reality, if you don't handle your business and you don't really get money out of this or allocate any type of assets out of this, this is a short-lived life. This is short-lived, and you can't do it till you're 60. You know, everybody ain't blessed to be able to do it. But you see even a guy like that, he still got to get up every day and grind. It's a reason for that. He ain't doing it because he want to. He doing it because it ain't never enough money to have when you got family that depend on you. You got you that depend on you. You got to keep going. This ain't like we NBA players. We sign $100 million contracts. This is day to day.
Right.
It's different.
What is the first big name artist that you booked, and how was that experience? Like, what was that moment to where you was like, nah, I'm in this shit? Yeah.
Dang, that's tough. First major artist that I booked. You know what's crazy? That's why I tell people don't even know this. Like, I booked this dude, and it's not even a major artist, but it was the first one I ever booked, D1 Pop. I don't know if nobody know who D1 Pop is, but he was like a huge influencer, YouTuber on Instagram, doing crazy skits. I was in college. Like I said, I was doing this for a minute. Like, I'm a senior in college, and I throw this homecoming in Buffalo. I paid this dude probably like $2,500 to come from New York City to Buffalo, which everybody knows like 5-6 hours. And it was just like, I'm talking about when I put him on the flyer in college, like everybody knew who he was. It was just crazy. Like, if I could send you some pictures of the line, like the line was crazy. It was just so exhilarating. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like, look at all these people that came. Look at all this money we finna make. Like, it was just the moment you can conceptually come up with an idea. That's what I got addicted to, like the conceptual side of like finding an artist, finding a venue, coming up with a concept, coming up with a marketing scheme, and selling it, and people buying into it. Like, people using their hard-earned money to want to come see what you created that it wasn't there a couple weeks ago. Like, nobody knew this was coming. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, that's probably the most exciting part of booking artists and having, like, a club night and stuff like that.
You read a lot of books?
Nah, man, but I need to. I want to get back into that. I really want to get my mom was just telling me you need to start reading more.
So most of your research is what, internet and just looking at other people?
Yeah, it's just life. Like, life probably the best book I done had. Like, I done lived in like 6 different cities. I done seen a lot of shit. Yeah.
What's the best advice to maintaining these business relationships with celebrities and investors and stuff like that?
Be genuine. That's the easiest one. Like, don't go into the situation looking for money. Don't go in there, even if I see a celebrity. Like, right now, my personal thing is I have an athlete. I don't have to ask an athlete to spend $1. You want to come vibe because they want to be regular people too. Right. You know, they don't want to always be looked at as the guy that has to take the bill. So when you genuine, you just like, bro, I want to make sure that you have a good time just like any other individual. I'm not going to overcharge you. You're going to pay for what you want to pay for. If you don't, you don't. If you don't want to come in, you don't have to. You don't want to do this. I'm not going to put that burden on them. I'm going to be real genuine. And that's what I think with relationships, period. Be genuine, like really care about a person individually, not always caring about what you can get from a person or something like that.
That's a fact. Has a guest ever took your money and didn't show up or showed up late?
Nah, they don't even play like people. I've heard stories like that, but I ain't never witnessed nobody doing that. Especially since I've been in Houston when I was working with the A-Life Hospitality. Like I ain't never seen that. Like I've seen people come and have issues and then things of that nature. But nah, the artists want to get their money. We want to get we want to make sure you show up. Like that's just what it is. Like if you got a good brand and a good business, you're not gonna want to take no money from no club that's doing good business.
Right.
Because now we're going to tell everybody that you're doing bad business.
That's a fact.
And now you're not going to get no money. That would be stupid. Like, I'm not, but people do that to people who they think they can do it to, which is sad.
Of course you're not no janky promoter, it's obvious. But is there janky promoters in this city?
What?
They be posting artists and stuff like
What?
that, and then ain't nobody showing up.
Come on, bro. You know, that is crazy. They do it all the time. Like me in sports, right? So I do a lot of sports events with like sports guys. I hate like summertime because the NFL guys is coming home. And I had a homeboy. He was like an NFL guy. Like I personally know him. See, a lot of people don't be personally knowing these guys. Like I call him. And I called him. I sent him on a flyer. I'm like, bro, you in the city and you ain't tell me? He like, what? I sent him a flyer. He like, bro, I don't know nothing about this. And they're promoting it on a high scale. Like I'm talking about everybody in the city coming. I'm like, bro, they promoting your stuff heavy. He's like, bro, I'm not even coming. And I wanted to post that, text her, and be like, bro, this is cap, because they was like our competition.
Yeah.
But I was just like, all right, they let them have it. I let them have it. Because it was crazy, though. They was putting all type of NFL guys on the flyer. And I was like, how y'all doing? How y'all feel comfortable doing this knowing that they not coming?
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
I'm not finna name drop no group or anything like
Yeah.
that, but Kodak Black supposedly was supposed to come to this mansion party.
Oh, he didn't come? I seen that. What happened?
He didn't come. I don't know what happened. He just didn't come. He wasn't there. But at the same, I had a good time at the party.
I knew that
though.
was cap, though. Like, I feel like certain things you got to know. Like, Kodak Black is a $100,000 guy to get to the club, to get anywhere. He don't even do bookings because he's so hot. So, like, when you book like, when I seen that, like, knowing his rates, it's no, unless he was just doing it personally just to have a good time. But people were selling sections. People were, like, selling tickets. So, anytime tickets are being sold with an artist for your brand, you can't let it be free. You know what I'm saying? Like any artist, if you're an artist or musician, like I tell guys this all the time, don't be in the club if you're a musician, but then you want to get paid. Because if I see you in the club for free and I see you spending money,
Welcome to Death Row.
Y'all niggas already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Freak. Thank you for tuning in to Trap House Booming 24/7. And you see what's going on, man. Mo Gutter from head to toe. You feel what I'm saying? We got the hats right here. We got the hoodies. We got the track pants. You feel what I'm saying? We got them on display. We got all type of flavors for you. You can get that at mogutter.com. The link and descriptions are on below. mogutter.com. MOGUDAH. You did.
value just dropped to, like, I'm not paying you to come in the club, that you come in for free.
That's good to know.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, with that, I know Kodak. Kodak not doing no mansion party for free, and they'll call $100,000. That'll probably be $250,000 to get Kodak to go to a house. No, sir.
Okay. I'm not counting nobody's pockets, right?
That's a crazy way to start a question. I ain't gonna lie. It's like you already know it's some money involved.
No, it's money involved, but I'm not specifically counting your pockets. I'm just
Right.
saying, like, all right, bet. You got to pay an artist 20 bands.
Mm-hmm.
What is your expectancy to come out of that 20 bands? Is it the triple that, or is it the double it?
Nah, sometimes it's the crack even. Sometimes you building a venue. Like, see, people really don't understand. Like, when you book an artist, you really not gonna make your money back a lot of the time, because you talking about 20,000 cash, and that's light. I've seen guys spending 50,000, 70,000, 80,000 cash, like, to get an artist. So, but what you're doing is you're trying to, like, I don't even know if I should tell this much game on here, bro. Like,
No, that's why I say not specifically.
yeah, like, it's too much. Like, people,
Just
but people
surface
that
level.
know, like, you're doing it maybe to build a venue. Like, if I book an artist and now nobody knows about this venue, it's worth $50K, because now we're gonna sell out. And if we crack even and we get this $50K back today, we really won. But even if we lose, like, we all right, because now we've introduced this venue to the masses. So now the next 3-4 weeks, we do 20,000 for the next week. We got our money back and some. And we have regular programming. You know what I'm saying? Where now we can have incentives for people to come. Now they see videos of celebrities in the building. It's a give and take thing. A lot of times you're not gonna win. Like, if you're a promoter and you going to book an artist and you trying to win, you really don't know what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can, though. Don't get it twisted. Like, you can, but that's not always the objective type shit.
Okay, do you think social media is more effective when it comes to marketing, which I know it should be, or do you think still being out here in these streets? Because I'm so much of a I'm finna go to the Galleria. I'm finna go talk to this person.
That's how I am. That's how I am. I'm a foot soldier, bro. Like, people that know me, I'm not good at social media. I can't even do videos. Like, I'll try to do like a little video like some of these promoters and, hey, look, come to my club. Like, I can't do it, bro. Like, I'm just such a, like, I don't want to say a street dude, but I'm just in the streets with it. Like, I want to really be out here and touch the people. Like, and people challenge that with me all the time because they're like, hey, bro, like, you not supposed to do that. You not supposed to do this. And I'm like, nah, that's what make me me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get out here and be, like, every table that I ever book, I don't care how big I get, I'm going to come to the door and I'm going to get you.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to leave you to somebody else. Like, I'm going to come personally outside. All your people, they walking in with me. Like, that means something to me. I remember when I was a kid in the club back in 2017. You remember Engine Room or Mercy, them clubs in Houston. I used to be a kid, and I used to watch the certain celebrities or the athletes walk in the club, and it would be a thing. The club would low-key, like, when the big parties would walk in the club, you would see everybody look and be like, who is that?
Right.
That's how I want everybody to feel when they walk in the club. And they gonna walk in when they walk in the club with me. That's how I want it to feel. You know what I'm saying? Now you have an experience. Back to the hospitality. I want to give every individual an experience. It's not just come here and spend a $1,200, $1,500 like that's chump change. I don't care how often I see it. It ain't chump change. I come from that. So it's like I have to honor the fact that you coming here spending your money with me. I'm gonna come give you that experience.
Right.
I'm gonna come really give you that. So yeah, I'm a touch you type of person, bro. I ain't really. But you gotta do social media though.
Do you hire your body girls?
I try to stay away from that, bro. Like, it's messy, man. Like, me and girls in business do not mix, bro. Like, I feel like I'm too opinionated. I'm too voicey. Like it's something I have to learn because I do need to get to that level of having bottle girls, but that's something I'm just not trying to do right now. I'm trying to stay away from it. I'm working, like, that's why I'm working with Molo. She got her own girl. She do her own thing. I just let them do their thing. And I can do my thing. I book my tables, they do their thing, and we just merge like that.
Is light skin versus dark skin theory, is that a real thing when in the bottle girl life?
You trying to go viral. They love this topic, bro. Like, City, they love it, bro. So I used to work for a club that was a big thing, and like a lot of girls used to be like, yo, y'all don't hire, dark skinned girls. And I never understood it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how real it is. Because I see pretty dark-skinned girls. I see pretty light-skinned girls. My thing is, like, who going to get the job done?
Right.
Period. So, I don't know. It's probably a thing. I don't want to go on the record and say it is or it's not, because then people are going to be like, it is, and it could be. It just depends on the situation.
Do you give yourself time to rest, or are you always on the move?
Nah, I do rest, but I do, like, lately, since I've been able to do my own thing now, I've been having more time to rest. I've been more energized. I've been able to get up and do more things, but I used to be on some, like, bro, I got to get it. I got to be everywhere. Like, I got to be everywhere at every time.
That shit ran you tired.
Come on. It drain you. So you got to always find that balance of being like, nah, go work out today or chill today or do something different today. Go to the suburbs and eat at a regular restaurant. You ain't got to be smoking hookah and, like, but I be having to be out on the scene because I'm one of them ones that's the energy going to be there. Like, I'm going to catch I'm going to make some money somehow. So it's like I hate not making money when I'm in the mix. I'm in the mix, bro. I'm going to go get some money for sure. I'm going to go figure it out.
That shit making me ambitious right now.
Yeah, being at the crib,
like that.
It's tough, bro.
Man. You got any products?
Nah, I don't have any products, no
merch.
merch.
You say it's in them workings, right?
Yeah, we got some stuff in the workings. That's going to be dope. That's going to be super dope.
What's unique about your brand that stands out different from anybody else's in the world?
In the world?
Yeah.
I think the authenticness. I think I'm super authentic. Like, a lot of people create a persona that's not really them. Like, I am who I say I am. You know what I'm saying? I touch the people, and you going to feel it. Like, you see me in social media, you see me in real life. Like, how I talk, how I carry myself, how I walk. I'm cool with who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying I'm the only one in the world like that, but I will say I'm authentically me. It's only one of me in the world. So it's like that's what pretty much stands me apart from everybody else is just that alone. Like, I can't, nothing new under the sun, but I'm one of one for sure.
Do you consider yourself to be the number one top big dog when it comes to the hospitality?
That's crazy. I ain't even really, that makes it competition. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And I love competition. Don't get it twisted. Anybody that know me know, if I see somebody got a party on that date, I'm not ducking no smoke. Like, I will come and throw a party on your day just to see where I'm at. Like, I would do it. So I wouldn't say I'm a big dog. I'm just hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the ones that really care. Like, I just want to make a way for my family, man. I just want to be able to say, like, I gotta, like, even this right here, what we looking at, you can't see it, but like to have a view like this in your crib and have something like this, like I come a long way from being able to have this type of vibe. So like that's what I'm chasing. I don't care about being the number one promoter.
Right.
I care about elevating, having bigger cribs, nicer cars, like taking care of my mama, taking care of my little brothers. Like that's the type of shit that I want to employ 100 people. That's the type of stuff I want to do, bro. I don't really that promoter. That's I ain't in competition with these cats, man.
Nah, that's a fact. Congratulations too, because this is definitely a beautiful view. And like you said, man, just hearing your story and where you come from, you know, that's so much motivating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The reason I even knew who you were, my boy John is my business partner. He said he studies you and he studies everybody else.
Who's John?
John the Foreigner.
John the Foreigner. Dang.
I don't think you really know him like that. You just seen him in passing. We came to the
I'm bad. My bad, John. As soon as you show me his gram, I'm gonna know exactly what you're talking about too.
We came to the school event for the community.
Yeah, the back to school joint. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
that's where we met you at.
Yeah.
And we just introduced ourselves.
Right. Yeah, no, that was dope. Giving back to the kids. That was dope.
So me and John is more of the brains. He's on the internet.
See, that's
he
dope.
know the technology. He know, and me, I know how to talk.
Right.
I'm talking to everybody. It don't matter.
You ain't got no fear. Like,
No.
you going out here. Yeah, I feel it. You said whatever we're gonna do, we're gonna do it.
Exactly. I think one of the number one things is being turned down, or rejection. You have to be okay with rejection.
Gotta be.
Because you're going to get rejected for the most part.
Come on, bro. But people ain't really been rejected on that level. Like, the people that can relate to this is the people who naturally just failed. Like, just naturally hit rock bottom multiple times. So it's like, if you know what the worst type of pain feel like, you ain't scared of failing no more. Like, you done felt it naturally. Like, you done really hurt and failed and had to pick yourself up and did it again. So now it's like, all right, we playing with house money. Like, we know what this shit feel like.
Right.
Like, what we scared of? It's people who ain't never failed that be scared. Like, bro, I can't fall. I don't know how to feel. It's all right. You'll be all right.
Man.
You'll be all right.
Probably like a week or 2 weeks ago, man, a whole lot of shit just hit me, man. And it's just like, man, you got to be strong.
Welcome to Death Row.
Y'all niggas already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Freak. Thank you for tuning in to Trap House Booming 24/7. And you see what's going on, man. Mo Gutter from head to toe. You feel what I'm saying? We got the hats right here. We got the hoodies. We got the track pants. You feel what I'm saying? We got them on display. We got all type of flavors for you. You can get that at mogutter.com. The link and descriptions are on below. mogutter.com. MOGUDAH. You did.
Lagos or whatever.
Oh, he in Nigeria for sure.
Oh yeah, he definitely in Nigeria. He partying too. He ain't. I said, bro, can I see something outside of a club, bro? Nah, I'm in the club, man. He's showing me mansions and clubs. Damn, let me see a lion, tiger, and bear.
You ever been to Africa?
Nah, I'm going, bro. He told me. He said, bro, you got to come out here. You gonna love it.
They not capping either. I've lived there twice.
Straight up.
On some presidential shit. I used to live with the prime minister of my country.
Whoa.
I went there during the summertime.
Yeah.
It's a family friend thing. That's the only reason I got to see all of that shit.
Right.
But off of McDonald's check, bruh, you could live
I heard this nigga, bro.
off of McDonald's check.
This dude is out here, bro. But it look dangerous too, though. Like it look like you gotta have security. Like they walking around with AR-15s and.
Yeah, because they definitely did try to rob my uncle before.
Yeah.
It's a lot of strikes and shit going on.
It's real poverty over there too, but it's money over there too, though.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. This niggas with real checks, like, whew.
That's a
Need to
fact.
figure out some of them checks, man.
Oh, wrong phone.
For real.
So, when you reach a point of difficulty, what do you do to overcome adversity?
Pray for sure. Like when I'm really, really overwhelmed lately, especially, I've been praying, man. I've been really seeking guidance from God because I be having to make a lot of real big boy decisions, man. So it's like I don't want to make the wrong one. Like I feel like you get one life, so it's like I'd rather put it in God's hands and be like, hey, God, I asked you. So the decision I make, it came from God, man. So I don't really. That's when I really get like I gotta really, really be overwhelmed too, because it's like I gotta ask God. It can't be me because there's so much going on, and I don't want to mess up. Like, it's a lot of energy in that.
Right. How do you deal with rude customers?
Rude customers, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really come across a lot of rude customers, man. I feel like I come across a lot of people who just genuinely either they don't know, and they might come off as like, not knowing, but rude. I ain't gonna lie. I never really came off somebody that just like trying to tell me what to do or. Like, nah, I don't think I approach people in that way. Like, customers, I treat customers damn near better than I treat some people I work with.
Right.
I have more issues with people I work with than I do customers. Like, customers, I treat them like, man, hey, red carpet, from the jump. Like, anybody that come across me, how can I help you? How can I serve you? So I don't think that comes with being rude. Like, I don't think nobody gonna be rude to a guy that's walking up to them trying to, like, facilitate whatever they got going on. So, yeah, I don't really see it. Or if I do, I don't even pay attention to it.
That's what's up. How would you describe your success so far? Are you thankful and satisfied, or are you still hungry, and do you feel like you have so much unfulfilled?
I'm hungry, man. Hungry, like, because I know like I told you, there's no 401k. Like, people don't understand how serious that is. Like there's jobs, and we looking at the medical center, like, these people have retirement plans.
Do you think that's still a safety net?
Yeah, it is 100%. It's a safety net, but it's safety net. You need a safety net sometimes, bro. Like, especially the higher you go up, you want a safety net. I don't think no one wants to climb this successful ladder and not have a safety net. Imagine that. Imagine getting to a level of being so successful, but it could be gone in a second with nothing to fall back on. So you have to create that type of things. And you can do it being an entrepreneur, having assets, having other things that are residual income that provides you a safety net. But then you have, like, business where it's a 401k, where they provide it for you. It's just but you got to have something. And in this world, you got to work. Entrepreneur, you got to overly work to create that for yourself.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. Because I could say I lost way more money than I've ever gained any money yet. But it's all good, though. This is the journey, and I love doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Fun.
Yeah,
It's
just
fun.
talking to you right now and not being at a job right now. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
You building.
What is your overall goal in this game when it's all said and done?
Really,
you basically answered that,
Yeah.
talking about your family. But
yeah, the family for sure. But as far as, like, career-wise, man, is to create something the city or the world has never seen. Like, I want to create something that lives on past when I'm here. Like I said, I got a festival idea I'm working on. I want to create something that nobody's seen, like, and it just transcends the time. Like, that's what I want to do. Curate something that just never really been created before, in a sense. When it's all said and done, like, he created that. That was his, and he made that from the conceptual ground up, and it's still here years and years and years later. That's something that, without you even being here, that's really real legacy.
how important is giving back to the community to you?
Yeah, I mean, that's huge, man. Coming from where I come from, man, my community raised me. Like, I've had so many people, mentors and coaches and trainers and people like you really, like, that live regular lives, bro. Like, I had to take a step back and be like, I had people that really live regular lives, and their best part of their day was, like, helping other people.
Right.
That's what really, like, makes me be more humble and makes me want to keep helping people, because it's like people who make $30,000, $40,000 a year, but they happy in their home, and they give back at a high level. So it's like, how can you make money or do good things and not give back? That's one of the biggest things I think you can do for yourself internally, is give back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. Are you aware of the power of your influence?
Man, I don't even think I see it. Because I feel like I'm just such in the mode where, like, bro, we can do more. We can do so much more. Like, I don't even want to take no credit for where I'm at influentially. Like, if I do influence people, that's cool, and I hope I'm doing a good job. But I just want to continue to be better, because I ain't nobody's hero or none of that. I just want to continue to just motivate and inspire, but I just want to do more, bro. I think there's never enough to do. Like, we got to always want to keep going forward.
Right.
So I can't get lost in that. I can't get lost in clout and all that. And, like, just having influence and all that. I think that's just, like, a distraction for real.
Speaking of, you deal with a lot of egos?
Yeah, nightlife, bro. These nightlife guys, man. These nightlife bottle girls, promoters, club owners. Like, yeah, ego is real, bro. And it's crazy because we are the servers. Like, it's crazy because, like, we ain't the ones spending the money every night.
Right.
Why we got an ego?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't millionaires. Why we got egos?
So you're saying that people have egos towards the customers or egos towards each other?
To everything, like
Right.
towards the customers. I hate that I see bottle girls look at somebody that say, I only want to get one bottle, and look at them like, what? You broke. Or treating people a certain way because of the lack of money. I hate that, bro. That's one thing I hate about life is how money makes people treat people differently. I hate that more than anything in this world. Like, I feel like everybody should be treated equally.
Right.
And it's just not, but 'cause money is what it is, you know, but that's based off ego. Like, ego is crazy.
Do you check yourself?
I try to, bro. I try to sit back and not get caught up in the hype but that's why I always challenge myself. I will go back to square one. Like I'm not scared to say, you know what, hey, we're gonna try this. Like what I'm doing right now is completely like, hey, I was at the position where the hottest in the city, like, you know what I'm saying? And I challenged that, and I ain't want to say I did it on purpose, but I'm just that guy that wants to, like, I don't want to get caught up in that shit. Let's do something. Let's be different.
Right.
Can't get caught in the sauce. Cannot get caught in the sauce and look up 10 years later and you like, what the hell did we do? What did we accomplish?
What other sources of energy helps you through your day and keep you motivated other than just the nightlife period? Like anything.
Sources of energy that I pull from to keep me going? Probably just documentaries, bro. I watch a lot of documentaries, bro. I fall in love with people's success stories. Those are what keep me going when I'm like at a point where like I'm like, man, I'm tired of this. I can't keep giving everybody every part of me. It's like, nah, like that's what even my friends tell me, like, that's your gift. Like, you got to tap into that. So, like, I pull from friends. I pull from family. I pull from, like, documentaries and seeing, like, bro, you ain't going through nothing nobody else went through. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, you know?
Name the top 5 things that matters to you most in this life.
Top 5 in order, or can I just name 5?
You can just name 5.
Family, God, legacy. I hope I don't get this wrong because I'm going to think about it later and I'm going to be like, I missed one.
Family, God, legacy, right?
Yeah, family, God, legacy.
I be trying to understand why people care so much about your legacy when you're going to die.
I think it's because it's a piece of you that's still here. Like, everything that we look at, someone created it, and it probably wasn't a person that's still living. And they can have people go back to this place or this building or this space and be like, yo, my family did that. Like, imagine if we don't, black people don't like it because we don't really have much of a legacy. You know what I'm saying? But imagine you having a family that has a building in your name.
Nah, that's a fact.
Like,
yeah.
How inspiring that would be. Like, imagine if they own, well, your family was Kroger.
So
and
basically,
you walk in Kroger and that's your last name. Like,
you're just telling me don't be selfish, nigga.
Yeah, you gotta think deeper. Like, that's what I mean. That's what I think
think
about
for your next generation.
Like, you gonna die. That's one thing you're gonna do.
That's a fact.
So if you know you're gonna do that, we gotta leave something. Like, we gotta do something for the people that's still gonna be breathing. Dang, that's tough. I'm at 3. Legacy, family, God. Dang, that's tough. I don't really know. Like, those are my 3, like, really, like, things I wake up every day, like family, God, legacy. And family and legacy, damn, they go hand in hand. So it's like, I don't know.
Welcome to Death Row.
Y'all niggas already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Freak. Thank you for tuning in to Trap House Booming 24/7. And you see what's going on, man. Mo Gutter from head to toe. You feel what I'm saying? We got the hats right here. We got the hoodies. We got the track pants. You feel what I'm saying? We got them on display. We got all type of flavors for you. You can get that at mogutter.com. The link and descriptions are on below. mogutter.com. MOGUDAH. You did. Happiness?
Yeah, we could say peace. I wouldn't even say happiness because happiness is a stage of, like, it can come and go. Like, peace is something that I feel like that can be more of a longevity thing. Peace, for sure. I don't know, man. That's a tough question. I'm going to have to sit on that last one, that 5th one. What's your 5, though?
Man, just like you said, God, family, peace. Damn, I don't want to just jack your shit.
5 is tough, bro.
I don't want to just jack your shit because I would say legacy.
I'm going to say health, too, though.
Health? Oh, yeah, health.
Health has got to be top 5. Like, you got to care about that more than a lot of this shit. Because it get bad, bro. You go in some of these hospitals, it's people fucked up out here.
Right.
Like, for real, if you really take a second, it's people out here with some real life-altering things going on, and they ain't asked for it.
Right.
people born babies or people that get hit by car. Like, bro, this life is not a joke.
Nah,
Like,
it's not.
You gotta be grateful that you breathing and we living in this air and the way we doing it, bro.
I was just thinking, like, in my head, like, I was just like, damn, I'm going through this, I'm going through
Right.
that, but hell nah, bro.
Come on, bro. There's
You
people
ain't
out
going
here
through
with Stage
shit.
4 cancer, man.
Motherfuckers getting blown up right now
on.
in different countries,
Come
bro. You know
on,
what I'm
bro.
saying? I got the luxury to go to Africa and leave that motherfucker.
Come on.
Niggas don't got that
Ain't
luxury.
never left.
Exactly.
Drinking out of well. It's get real, but you got people who live great, who, like, I look at LeBron James' son. He born into greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just perspective. Like, you got to be grateful for what you got, bro. Like, this world is not to be played with. But he had a heart attack. Imagine that. Imagine if he, you know what I'm saying? You born LeBron James' son, you have a heart attack, bro. You have a heart condition.
Right.
He still got to live with that. You know,
Yeah.
You know, Kobe Bryant, he had one of the best NBA careers ever, and he died in a helicopter crash. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to just be thankful and grateful for what God, every 24 for real.
Do you think people who hold mass amounts of money and power, they're kind of lonely?
Nah, I don't believe that, bro. I'm not one of them guys that be like, man, the money come, you gonna be lonely. I'm not.
It's a
like,
choice.
Like, somebody told me, some very influential told me, like, yeah, you gonna be successful, but you probably end up gonna be lonely. And it was like, I was like, nigga, you don't know, I was lonely when I was broke.
Right. Facts.
So, like, what we talking about? Like, I
Facts.
was lonely then. So it's like, I don't care about that, bro. Like, cause I know what type of person I am. I'm gonna take care of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I ain't tripping over that.
I know, just
Money ain't
being-
gonna make me feel like that.
Even though I know you say, like, money ain't, like,
Yeah.
it don't control you or nothing like that, right, in certain aspects. But I know you got motherfuckers hitting you up trying to get something off of you. Because I'm not nowhere rich or anything like that, but I do know I take care of my people. And a lot of people asking me for stuff, that could be very overwhelming for me at times.
Let me ask you a question. What makes you think that I even have money?
I don't know that.
But what you insinuate, you think people ask me, would you ask a regular person? Would you ask anybody else that question if you didn't think he had money?
No.
And that's the question I fall into. Like, people don't even really know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what bothers me. Like, know a person's situation. It ain't that I don't have it or if I do have it. It's the fact that, like, it's all on the insinuation. It's on the thinking. That person, just based on how he carry himself, he might have more money.
You definitely right about that. But the only reason I'm basing my is based off of what I see on social media. You feel me?
Facts. The lifestyle, but I'm a promoter. That's why I'm gonna sell that.
Right.
That don't mean I'm paying for these bottles. That don't mean I'm doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So take into consideration, get to know somebody. Now, if a person gets to know me,
Right.
and they tap into like certain love languages and stuff like that, then yeah, I have no problem helping nobody. You know what I'm saying? Every day is somebody, and I'm a giving person, so it falls on me all the time. But I just wish people understand what everybody go through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't assume that somebody got something just based off what you see. Because you don't know what that nigga got to pay for. You don't know who he taking care of. You don't know what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? Before you even put yourself in that situation. Like, oh, no, that nigga got on a Miri today. That nigga got on Balenciagas every other day.
I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, you wouldn't
I
even
ain't gonna
know.
lie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what type of watch you got on. I would
Yeah,
just know
but
that
people do
motherfucker
though.
shining. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People do. Oh, you got this type of car. Like, yeah, nigga, but I pay for all this.
Right. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? This shit costs. Every day is an expense, bro. I pay that shit every day, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Every single day I'm spending thousands of dollars on bullshit.
Trust
And
me.
it's 99% going to other people, bro. Like, I promise you, I have to spend money on me sometimes. I gotta go to the Galleria because I gotta feel like, damn, you did something for you today, Gabe.
Facts.
Like, for real, like, you gotta do that because I definitely be overly doing my part sometimes.
Yeah, it just gets overwhelming for me sometimes.
They calling you, they hitting you like, bro, let me get $20.
And it be like how you just said, how y'all know I got
Come
this?
on, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That shit, I got text messages, bro. This shit get crazy.
What are some qualities you feel like you can improve on yourself?
Being patient. You know what I'm saying? Being less emotional. I'm a Cancer, so I'm very emotional. I act on emotion a lot. And sometimes it's made me successful because I
Yeah.
have this fearless, like, let's just go for it type mentality. Like, but then also, you can rub a lot of people the wrong way with my emotion. My emotion is very dangerous because I believe what I believe. And it's going to come out like fire, like, you know, but that's one thing I want to be. I want to be less emotional. I want to be not emotionless, but more controlled. I want to control that emotion that I have.
What are some qualities that you absolutely love about yourself?
How caring, you know, empathetic I am, man. How understanding I am. I think I'm very understanding just because I've been through so much. Like, I can understand what everybody go through and understand, like, bro, you ain't alone from a girlfriend. Like, yo, I understand, like, why you do what you do. I can forgive a lot of people for a lot of things they've done that most people probably couldn't do. You know, so that's one thing I love about myself. I'm understanding and my level of forgiveness.
Do you support black businesses?
Of course, man.
Name. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, name one black business that you support.
Right now, shit. Damn, I got so much. I just bought some from Vogue because I do Instagram, so I always get black people. It's called Vogue Studios. Just ordered some clothes from them. Imperial, I just ordered some clothes from them. Like, I order stuff. If you send me something and it's fire, like, even if it's not, I buy clothes from people like food vendors. This food truck outside the crew, I stop there even if I'm full. It's this lady, she's crazy because she's a young girl who goes to school at TSU.
Yeah.
And she sells rice bowls outside of crew. And every time I see her, even if I'm not hungry, I grab some food. Like, just because it's like, I love that hustle. Like, you outside grinding. Like, I love seeing the grind. This shit ain't easy. I love seeing the grind in that nigga. Like, you out here putting this shit together every day, like, trying to make something out of your life, not taking the easy road. Like, bro, if I can help you out, I'm always, like, support wherever I can support type deal.
Nah, I appreciate it, man, because you definitely just did. Just doing this interview alone, man.
I hope so, man.
And how important is circulating the dollar in the black community? Because our money leaves out fast.
Right.
We don't circulate it like every other community.
Right.
And a lot of people tell me, they try to convince me like you worrying about the wrong things. But how is that the wrong thing?
It's not. It's definitely not.
How? I be trying to understand when it come to everybody else,
Right.
it's not the wrong thing. But as soon as we want to take responsibility for ourselves, which we don't at the same time,
right,
it's a problem, and I just don't understand that.
No, I think it's something that we got to do better. Like, we definitely don't help each other in the black community. We in competition, but that come back to what we talked about earlier. We don't have nothing, so you can't tell somebody they ain't never had nothing. So I'm supposed to never received anything most of my life to give something back to a person that looked like me when that person that looked like me ain't never gave me nothing.
Facts.
The person that normally give you the job is going to be the dude who don't look like you. So you would rather spend money with that person or with that race or whatever. So I think we got to get in more ownership positions where we can actually employ, and it could be a person that look like you. So now when you get to ownership, you employ that next generation. And now that's circulating the dollar, even at a small level. But we have to get to that level of ownership and not having to work for somebody. And real ownership, not with somebody behind us, and they just put a person on it. Like, they do that in my industry. They're like, it's a person that's like not our people that own the building, and they'll tell the world, like, this club is owned by a black guy.
Right.
And it's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just know that they can't be owned by Bob. You get what I'm saying? But Bob owns it. You know what I'm saying? We got to really own it so we can really hire and do exactly what we want to do in every aspect of what we're doing.
Right, because I tried to have a black bank account. It's called Unity National Bank. And then when I did my research, come to find out, we don't even fucking own 100%
that's
of that
crazy,
shit.
right?
And I'm like, damn, bro,
Yeah,
what?
It's crazy.
Can
Even Black Lives Matter like wasn't created and it wasn't by a black person. So if you really dive into that, it's like but it's hard, bro. Like
NAACP, you find out all these schools with all the Kappa and all of that.
Yeah.
White people did that. I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
What
tough.
did we do?
What did we do exactly?
I know let me take that back. We've done a lot historically, but what do we own?
Right.
Not even what did we do.
That's
we
why I
do
say,
a lot.
yeah, what do we own? What do we own? That's the biggest key, bro. To circulating the dollar, you can't circulate no money until you own something.
Dang. And this is the last question. What advice would you give to any young entrepreneur that's just starting? He don't know what to do. He just got a dream.
Right.
He has an imagination. He just see himself out there in the world being successful, but he doesn't even know.
Right.
Or he probably does have his goals, but he's like, damn, what's the first step? Like, what advice do you have? Finding
what you love to do when you ain't getting paid. Like, that's the biggest thing I can say. Like, if you find something you really love to do, you can get up every day and do it, and it don't have to come with a dollar. Like, people don't know, I worked and did nightlife for months and didn't get paid. Like, $0. Like, I'm talking about generating tens of thousands of dollars and didn't get paid. But it was like I felt like I was rich. I walk in a club like I was the #1 promoter, and I didn't make. I knew I wasn't making no money that day, but I knew what I was doing. So I feel like finding something you love, and don't chase the money. Chase what you love to do for real. Like, it's hard because you gotta pay your bills, and especially a man. Like, it ain't cool to be a man chasing your dreams if you got responsibilities.
Right.
But that's why you gotta isolate yourself. In that stage when you ain't got no money, you gotta isolate yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
do something you love without having to receive $1, and you're gonna be all right. I believe that you're gonna be all right.
Most definitely. Well, that concludes the end of this episode. You got anything that you selling? Anything coming up you want to tell the people?
Nah, we don't really speak on what's coming until it comes. We package it up, then we sell it to the people.
Bro, I just like how you just be saying shit. But nah, for real, you teaching me a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I be so ready to, and you like, nah, we ain't telling nobody shit. But that's how you gotta move. You know what I'm saying?
Got to. So.
Trap House Booming 24/7, man. This was the end of the year episode. We gonna drop this. We gonna skip all the other episodes just to drop this one right here. Get it?
Let's do it. My God.
Man, appreciate that so much. That was an hour and 2 minutes.
That's crazy.
Gorillas in my uni, that's the way that we roll. She said she like the drink, she never seen it before.